Okay, so we have the stand, like I said, all finished up. This is it right side up, so looks pretty nice. The next part is to go ahead and put on the wheelbase that's going to go around this thing. Wheelbase, it comes as a separate package. It's a separate order. Costs like $150 or something like that. Anyway, so this is the unit that we're going to put together. Um, for the wheelbase. The instructions are in the typical old-fashioned manual thing. It doesn't have that nice placard that everything else came in. So it's a little different, but it should still work pretty well. The package for the tools, or the parts and pieces for this, are all here. They're all, again, all marked. They're all coded to go with the instructions in the book. So it should work out pretty well. I'll get started on it, and I'll see you on the flip side of this one. Okay, so what I found out is on this nut here, it's one of those nylon nuts over here. You see, when you reach the nylon port and you start to screw it in, the threads are so weak that they just collapse. And so there's not enough to pull the nylon thread and get it nice and snug. So that's an issue with quality. It's, typical of what you get from a particular place. So ended up having to cut that off and then put on another nut here and tighten it down. But while I was tightening it down, it stripped out again. No cross threading here, just trying to tighten it down. And and they say tighten it down, fully tighten. Well, if you try to fully tighten this, you're going to strip it out. So I would just snug it and leave it at that. Okay? So the assembly went pretty smooth except for that one problem area with the bolts. So this is the stand and the wheelbase installed. Got a foot lever there and a lock on that side, and some wheels on this side, and a couple of fixed wheels over here. It's pretty solid because it's down. So 1 foot here, and this baby rolls all over the place. And unlock it, you just hit the lock. It unlocks it, and back down, ain't moving. So now, the next step in this assembly is, of course, to get this big heavy top onto this stand. And for that, like the guy in pawn shop says, I got a buddy. So back at you later. Bye. Alrighty, so after a surprise visit from my son-in-law and my grandson, big strapping young boy, that boy. Anyway, managed to get the saw up onto the stand. So here we look at the stand. It's fastened down with 4 bolts, easy enough to do because you've aligned everything as previously stated. I went ahead and attached the motor onto the back. This is an all contractor saws. The thing that distinguishes a contractor saw is that the motor hangs off the back. It's why they, I don't know why, but that's what they call them. So I put that on there. Went ahead and put the belt guard in place, and just hung the belt there. Now what you want to do first on this belt, okay, is attach it up inside first, and then stretch it over, move the motor up and down because there's a little spring in here that allows that motor to go pivot a little bit to give you belt tension. So you want to move it into a position to where you can get the bolt around, or the belt around, and lined up with the grooves here. Once it's all lined up, you let the motor go, belt will tighten up, and you'll be good to go. Anyway, let's get that done, and that'll be about it for this series. Tomorrow we'll go ahead and attach the wings, level everything out, show you how that's done, put the fence system in place, show you how all that's done, and put the extension table on, level everything again, and hopefully we'll have a nice video about how this all works when it's all together. All right, see you.